Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, The Lost Chevalier, and you're welcome back to the beautiful game that is Coffee Talk. Let's continue the game, shall we? That's right, someone went in and I was like, sorry, we are not open yet. Oh, Neil, you have come very early today. Is there anything I can help you with? There is definitely something that you can do. What is it? Can we work here? Excuse me, what? Is it possible for us to work here? Why? We have learned something precious since we first arrived here. Communication is very important on Earth. And earthlings communicate in a very complicated way. It blows our minds to learn that you need to mix between verbal and non-verbal communication here. Yes, but I can see that your communication skill has improved an awful lot since you last arrived. That is true, but it is not enough. Some of the biggest lessons about earthlings we learned them here. This made us think. Instead of focusing on finding a new breeding partner, we shall focus on learning how to communicate with earthlings properly. Sounds like a good strategy. That is why we ask you to allow us to work here. Because you want to interact with our customers? That is correct. I'm not sure about this. Neil, normally if you are applying for a job on Earth, you have to go through certain process before you finally get the job, if you get it at all. Oh. Let me think this over, if you don't mind. And I will let you know tomorrow. Oh no. We are sorry for our spontaneity, but it has to be today. May I know why? Because we are leaving for an event tomorrow. Okay. What about no? Okay. Thank you. But with one condition. You won't be making any drinks. I will handle that. Once I'm done, you will give the cup to the customer. Understood. Understood! There are other things you need to keep in mind. What is that? Dealing with the customers. Some people came here just to chill. They might come just for a drink, work, or to read something. I strongly suggest you let them be. But always be prepared if they want to talk about anything. How can we know whether people want to be left alone or not? That won't be easy, but you will be able to judge based on their body language. Non-verbal signs? Yes. That will be very hard for us. Indeed. Don't worry. I will give you a sign when you should start talking, or when you should stop. Thank you. We will need that so much. Well, that's basically all you need to do here. Do we need a special outfit to do the job? Not really. I will lend you a prawn, though, to help keep your suit clean, and to differentiate you from the customers. You don't really need more differentiation, but it will make you look more legit for the job. That is a very early thing to do. It is. Alright then. Are you ready for this? We are. Okay. Let's start the night. I can't believe this. That was unexpected. Okay, let me just... Freya? Welcome! Holy wow! What the hell is happening? Good evening, Miss Freya. Hey, Jose, what's going on here? Well, Neil is working here tonight. By the way, I'm gonna read your story now, if you don't mind, because if I don't, I'm going to forget. Is this longer? No, it is shorter. And it has a lot of dialogue, so it will be something quick. Let me just change the sound a little. This is too strong. No, this is no. Yes, this one will do. Rupert, no. No, I say no. New stories. The Only Reason to Learn How to Fly. By Freya Fatima, October 1st, 2020. It happened again, I told her as I exhaled the smoke. What? I took the train once to get here and I fell in love twice. Not this again, she sighed, looking like she wanted to stuff her own cigarette on my face. I just can't help it. She said nothing. It's way. I hate that this is not so close, so I get confused. It's way easier, you know, seeing someone from afar, letting your imagination roam as you daydream about how he or she lives, ignoring the fact that what you see is not the way they really are. It's way easier. You can't keep doing this to yourself. You know you need something real. I mean, this might be a stupid suggestion, but you're still using that dating app, right? Try to be more open-minded while you use it. I agree. Good. I agree that was a stupid question. She looked pissed. I couldn't blame her. It's not like this was the first time we talked about this. In fact, this conversation tended to happen around once a season. You need to stop overthinking. Go out and stop putting impossible expectations on people. You know I can't do that. I have tried. I get overexcited at any opportunity. And how's that served you so far? Now I was the one who said nothing. I'm afraid, I say. Of what? Of what will come later. I'm afraid that even if I find the right person for me, the people around me won't accept them, however they are. Fuck the people around you! Another stupid suggestion. I could be jailed for that. Okay. She took a long drag of her cigarette and narrowed her eyes at me. What happened to you recently? Huh? You don't usually overthink quite this much, so something must have happened. The truth is, something did happen. Something too silly to even be discussed. But she knew me. She knew about my problems, so I told her. I watch a stand-up comedy show. Seriously? It's true. I watched one of my favorite stand-up comedians. I knew he'd recently got married to someone he loves. Someone I thought was very similar to him. All this time, I thought he took the easy way out, finding someone who would quickly be accepted by the family he was born in and the family he's about to make. But it turned out, his journey was far from easy. There were hardships I never knew he faced, and when he talked about it, it scared me. Why? The fact that I will have to deal with it someday. The fact that I might have to choose between, I sign. At least when I see people on the train and imagine a life with them, those imaginary people don't create these kinds of problems. They do create a different kind of problem though. She's right. You know, sometimes I feel like I want to go to the tallest building in the city and just jump, I say. To die? That's not to fly, you fool. Because if that really happened, all the things that are scaring me won't matter. I can fly. Why the hell will I still care about all these boring everyday problems? Ain't that the dream, weirdo? She say as she lit another cigarette, leaving the discussion unresolved until it comes back around with the spring rains. Cool. Well, as I was telling you, Neil is working here tonight. And I thought I was the one who brought the bad news. I never thought this place would be ground zero for an alien invasion. It's not that. Neil is just helping out. You have never looked like someone who needs help. There are a few things to clarify, Miss Freya. First, our mission was never about conquering Earth. In fact, it's the other way around. Second, judging from the situation, we are actually the person who is getting help from the barista, not the other way around. What? We have learned some things since we arrived, and we came to a conclusion. Before starting another breeding mission, we should learn more about how earthlings communicate. We thought this place was the best place to learn. And you just agree to this? On one condition. I make the drinks. Neil will only be here to serve them and communicate. Fair trade. What's in it for you then? What? You're helping them here. What did you get in return? Now that you mention it, if there is anything you want from us, please do not hesitate to ask. Don't mention it. Well, maybe you can be my next story. I can write an article about your work here. Freya. If I still need to write out for the paper again. What happened? The chief found out. Oh. Is that why you didn't come yesterday? Yes. How did she find out? You remember my fateful meeting with the higher up? In the elevator? Yes. The same thing happened with my chief. They meet each other in the lift, and the higher-up mentioned our encounter to her. The chief called me into her office, and things went downhill from there. What? She realized immediately that it was the reason for my poor performance lately. She didn't like it, of course. I'm sorry to hear that. What are you going to do now? Write the goddamn novel, I guess. And after that, hope that it sells well. If not, I don't know. We do not understand what is really happening, Miss Freya, but we feel the immense sadness and frustration you feel. How about a warm-up cup of drink? It is on the house. Huh? You allowed to do that? We will pay for the drink. No, it's okay. It's on the house. That was a nice thing to do, Neil. That was the best thing to do according to our senses. It was. So, what do you want to drink, Miss Freya? Your favorite? Our favorite? Anything. I trust you with the decision. Ah, so anything. Let me give you some... Let me see my proof pad. What can I give you, Freya? I can actually invent something like coffee, milk, and honey and see what happens. Sounds delicious in my mind. Oh, it's the kind of... No, milk, honey, coffee, trash it. I wanted something original. Coffee, cinnamon, and cinnamon again. That sounds really sweet. Oh wait, isn't it a isn't this a cappuccino? No, that will have chocolate, of course. No, let's do something for her that... She likes espresso, and espresso is bitter as hell. So, we will prepare something like that. So, coffee, mint, and lemon. Brew that. Yeah, you keep laughing over there. Mint lemon coffee. I don't know how it will taste, but there you go. Here is your drink, especially crafted by the owner of this coffee shop. Well, who else is gonna brew it? Thank you so much for this. I always wonder why your place only serves hot drinks. But today, I might have an idea why. How far along are you with your novel? I can prepare the draft in a few days, I think. Now that I don't really need to care about all the deadlines. And if I manage to infuse some coffee and creativity into my blood, that sounds doable, even without the caffeine infusion. Excuse me, Miss Freya. We have learned extensively about earthling bodies, about all the races, and we do not think infusing your blood with coffee will be advisable. Ugh. I'm sorry, Neil. I'm not really in the mood for this sort of conversation. It was just... Neil. Freya wasn't serious about infusing herself with coffee. Oh. We are glad to hear that then. That was a figure of speech, Neil. Ah, we have heard about that term. It is still very hard to understand your language. It will always be hard. Languages will keep on changing. Understood. At least we are here now to learn the basics on how earthlings communicate. Miss Freya, if we may ask away. How fast do you write? Not fast enough, apparently. But do you have numbers? Numbers? How many words do you produce per day? Huh. I don't think I have the exact number. But full time? I should be able to write between 3,000 and 5,000 words per day. That's a lot. That's a lot! That's raw. After that, I still need to edit it. I usually end up with about half of what I originally wrote. According to my research, the standard number of words for the thing you need to write is between 50 and 100,000. That's right. But for this draft, I don't need to write that much. That is a pleasant information to hear. How many words do you need to write? Let's see. I think it should be around 15,000 words. That's pretty big for a pitched draft. Well, it's Here Media, the biggest publisher around. If we count based on the number of words, it seems like you will be able to achieve your target easily. I wish. Writing isn't only about the number of words, Neil. It requires thinking outside the mere word count. If we only judge writers by their ability to write a large number of words, then we wouldn't have poetry or short stories. That is pretty hard to understand. But we learned before that art is a difficult matter, even for earthlings. Yup. Earthling seems to have a fascination for things which are hard to understand. From languages to arts. Right again! But you're not that wrong about writing, you know. Word counting is one of the few things you can objectively judge a story by. It's not the most important thing, but it's still up there. So it is still a valid parameter? Definitely. Cool. That didn't sound at all like you, Neil. I guess you really are learning something on Earth. Someone else is coming. Oh, another guest! Oh, another guest! Good evening, Miss Myrtle. I won't even ask. Except for one thing. Who's making the drinks? I'm still the one responsible for that. Good. Coffee with a little bit of ginger, please. Coffee. Coffee. With a little bit of ginger. Brew. Jacket to Brook. Was it the thing that she was asking? I'm not sure, but take it. Your order is ready. Not bad. Thanks. You're welcome. What brings you here today, Miss Myrtle? Psst, Neil, some people come over to the shop just to sit without being disturbed. Oh, that definitely seems to fit Miss Myrtle's visit here. Actually, I'm not here to just sit without being disturbed. Huh? Pardon us. I was just training Neil in how to talk with the customers here. I can see that. You're still trying to get laid? Oh, no, we're not. We are tasked with learning how earthlings communicate with each other. Yep, that's a step in the right direction. One suggestion, if you want to blend in with us, stop using such formal language. Start talking the way we talk. Start listening the way we listen. Which, essentially, is not really listening at all. That will be very difficult to achieve. But we will try, step by step. One small step for you, might be one giant leap for your kind. That was nicely said, Miss Freya. By the way, Miss Myrtle, now that you know you are not here for your usual activities, are you here for someone then? Yeah. Oh, is it Aqua? Uh-huh. What's the occasion? No special occasion. It's just... That's Miss Aqua. I remember. I can identify those footsteps everywhere. I'm sorry. I'm late. I was supposed to leave early, but what is this? What is happening here? I already told the barista to call the coach for everything. What is Jose? Miss Aqua, please relax. I'm here. Oh, you're safe. Yes, everything is fine. Oof. Okay. Please let me take a break. A break. Yeah. Here, please drink this water. Feeling better now? Yes. I'm sorry. It's alright, Miss Aqua. Everyone has been surprised to see me here. What are you doing here anyway? We are starting to think that we might need to make a recording for the answering to this question. You don't have to tell me if you don't want to. No problem, Miss Aqua. It is the time for a break anyway. So, here is the deal. I came here to know how to speak. That's really interesting. Very nice of you to do this, Jose. It's nothing really. But do you really think one day is enough to learn everything? Definitely not. But we do not want to disturb this play's business for any longer. As if this play cares about business. Besides, we want to travel around the planet more. This coffee shop is a good start. But we cannot limit ourselves to just this place. Where do you want to go after this? Coachella. What? What are you going to do at Coachella? According to our research, there are many breeding happening during the Coachella. That is why we decided that the event will be our next target. Well, you're not wrong. But didn't you say the baby has to be born out of love? Yes, we noticed that. But we also noticed that we need to know a lot more about earthlings, including the breeding matters. That is what we will study in Coachella. After that, we will be very ready to breed with so many female earthlings. I shouldn't say this, but hell. That sounds like the best plan you ever have since you got here. We know! We also surprised ourselves. But please, Miss Freya, let us stop talking about our plan. We work here today. First, let us return to our spot behind the bar. So, our discussion with Miss Myrtle was stopped abruptly. Oh yeah, forgot about that. What are you two doing here? It's nothing, we're just friends, you know? We just want to hang out and talk about our work. We both work in the same field, remember? Yes, that's it. I don't have that much experience in game development, you see? I thought your research was in computer graphics. Yes, but I have never made a game from scratch before. I was always a bystander. So I have been asking Myrtle for feedback from time to time. Today I wanted to thank her directly, but she arrived first, so I couldn't buy her a drink. Never mind that. I refuse it anyway. But... wait. If you want to thank her directly, does it mean you're done with the game? Excuse me, Miss Freya. It should be you are, not your. Oh, so you are correcting my grammar now, huh? It was a slip of the tongue, okay? I'm sorry. How did you even pick up on that anyway? It's not like what I'm saying is writing down anywhere. Actually it is. We just know. Back to you, Aqua. So, you are done with your game. There is quite a lot of things I need to polish and fix, but players can enjoy the experience from start to finish. What kind of feedback do you give people for a video game? That depends on the game. But in Aqua's case, most of my advice was about the pacing, control, and UI UX. Ugh. It must be fun to have finished working on your creation. It surely removes some of the weight on my chest, just to replace it with another weight. You mean there's still more to come after you're done? I'm not done with the book. I just lost my job. And if I can't finish this draft on time, I'm done. And even after all that, if it doesn't sell well, I'm even more done, double done. I'm sorry to hear that, Freya, but please be more confident. I'm even starting to doubt myself. I read some of your short stories, you know. After our first meeting, I subscribed to the Evening Whispers app, and then I read some of the stuff you wrote. They're really good, you know. Some of them are better than others, but still it's an enjoyable experience to read them. So I'm excited to check out your books once it's done. You are too kind, Aqua. What you're doing, what you're going through, is more or less the same as what Myrtle's going through. So I'm sure you will both be fine. Ugh. You don't have to talk about it in front of other people. Oh my god. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. It's just that shit is scary, you know? Okay. Thank you for helping me share with other people. I really am sorry. I know, I say thanks already, right? But you put so much emphasis on share. That's sarcasm, I know that. Ugh, Aqua. I'm sorry if it sounded that way. But yeah, I kinda get what you're dealing with. Although it's a bit different for me. What's the problem? Burnout. I have been working on something for 2 years straight. But no one outside the office knows about it. And those who do, don't seem to appreciate it at all. I thought Full Metal Conflict had a new game every 2 years. Yes. I don't really work on them. Not directly. So, what did you work on? A secret project. I will tell you under friend NDA, okay? Alright, I'm not with the paper anymore anyway. I'm part of a special team. We're tasked with making a breakthrough in the studio. We need to be able to make a prototype for a new IP. Or, worst case, another Full Metal Conflict game in a different genre. Isn't that a dream job for some people? Heh. That's what I thought, at first. You're a writer, right? Imagine being a writer, but you can't publish anything you write. 4 years. That doesn't sound like a pleasant situation at all. My team has been making pitches, dozens of them, hundreds, thousands. Out of all those countless pitches, only a handful got approved for prototyping. And so far, none of the prototypes have been approved. Ouch. There is only 7 of us in the team. The 7 samurai, that's what they say. So, you haven't realized anything for the last 2 years? Sometimes our team works to support others. When they're going through a crunch cycle, they need to hit an almost impossible target. We jump in. No wonder you folks were considered the 7 samurai. I guess, yeah. By the way, Myrtle, I just realized. What? Usually developers get their vacations time after finish a project, right? More or less, yes. When was the last time you had a vacation? Before I joined this company, I guess. That's like 4 years ago! Uh-huh. Dude, no wonder you're burned out. Come on, Aqua. Yes, that's why. You need a vacation. But I can't just take one. You can! In fact, you will do it tomorrow. But tomorrow is... I'm not done yet. You will take tomorrow, the day after, and another day after off. But where should I go? Don't worry, I will take care of that. You will? I'm going with you for this long weekend vacation. I'm going with you for this long weekend vacation. What about Max West? That's not this weekend. Forget about it for now. Hey. Okay. But I can't do it tomorrow. How about starting Friday? It's still a long weekend, Gateway, right? Alright. Oh, I'm so excited. What are you gonna do? Whoa, Aqua! You look like a different person. Really? I'm sorry. Don't be. Okay, it's settled then. I need to go home now. I'm prepared for our Gateway. I will come with you. To my apartment? No, we'll walk together to the bus stop, just like last time. Oh. Okay then. Everyone, see you next week, okay? Have fun. Take care out there. May you find joy during your vacation. Okay, see you folks later. Bye. That was nice. Now let me see the new tea. Ginger presides over the ground coffee at the bottom of the cup, originally from Indonesia. Take a look at that. And we have something new here, probably from Myrtle. Game programming working on Full Metal Conflict series. Okay. What do you have to say, Freya? Vacation, huh? You definitely need one, Freya. I know. But not now. I got to finish this draft first. As we have said before, you can do it, Miss Freya. Thanks, Neil. Anyway, are you going to close anytime soon? Depends. Why? I'm in the mood for some writing. Then please, take your time. You sure? Do you want another drink to be going on with? It's still in the house. I definitely won't say no. Sugar and spice. Spicy, sweet and natural base in a cup. I don't know if that's coffee or if that's tea. Anyway. Let's read the newspaper and be done with this beautiful episode. Friday, October 2nd, 2020. What having a newspaper? The Evening Whisperers is with the people for stricter gun laws. Okay. New healthy fury sedative might be available sooner. Good. Action video game, Rising Hell, blamed for violence in school. That's not the violence of school. Plus the game is surely for other people to play. Okay. That's all the time I have for today. Thank you very much everybody for watching and listening to me. I was your host, The Lost Chevalier, signing out. Bye bye.